Yo, what is good? Back with another trading recap. So if you were in the live this morning for London session, you would have noticed we got destroyed. But I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you why I firstly entered the trade, and then I'm going to show you why I re-entered the second trade. So first, we're going to start on the 4 hour. Alright, so right here you can see before this big fucking blue dildo candle came into play, this 4 hour high got taken out. Alright, now let's come down to the 5 minute. Right here, or right here in this, buy side liquidity was swept, right? We then waited for a 5 minute shift to structure. We got that right here. I then waited for a pullback to a bearish fair value gap. There was none on the 5 minute. So I scaled down to the 1 minute. I got a bearish fair value gap. I entered off of this one right here. Trade was going our way, feeling confident. We were targeting this sell side liquidity that was all generated. This would have been a fucking great trade, honestly. It was a 1 to 2, but it could have been about a 1 to 3.8. I then noticed, though, that on the 5 minute, a beautiful setup was forming, purely just off of one time frame, the 5 minute. That's usually the best to do. Stick to one time frame. Noticed how I was on the 4 hour. We got a buy side liquidity sweep. I then went down to the 5 minute. Was waiting for a market structure shift, which we got. I then was waiting for a bearish fair value gap, which I never got. So if I would have never gotten a bearish fair value gap, this could have potentially saved me from even entering the first trade. But instead, I went down to the 1 minute. That's the type of shit you have to be aware of to become a better trader and to do this shit and to actually make money at it. Fuck. Now this trade, I lost $47 on it. The reason I lost only 47 and not 100 is because the simple fact I noticed right away we completely destroyed this 1 minute fair value gap, disrespected the shit out of it. I also was like, wow, the 5 minute setup right here, which you see, let me delete all this bullshit down here so this is out of the way. I'm showing you guys what you need to be looking for. You can't be all, oh, I'm confident in this trade. I like this trade. I'm sticking to it. I don't care what I see. You need to be aware of what is going on in the charts, okay? Or you would have never been able to catch the second trade. Right away I noticed, and you can go back in the live video and see the very first thing I said is, wow, we have a 5 minute setup occurring and it looks really good. If we would have got a shift of structure to the upside first, I would have taken longs, but we got one short, so I took shorts. But I'm going to show you right here. Sell side liquidity was swept on the 5 minute, right? We then had a market structure shift on the 5 minute up here. What else do we have on the 5 minute? Wow, we had a beautiful fair value gap. Boom. Now after this, I'm still in this trade. This big candle right here, this 5 minute candle, that's when I cut half of my trade. I sold 50% of it. I then sold another 50% after we came back down and entered into this pullback of the fair value gap. Because right there I knew, okay, we have a market structure shift. We disrespected all of the 1 minute fair value gaps previously, considering this one is the one I entered on. There was more within this 1 minute. We disrespected all of them. My confluence now shifted to buys. I am longing this now. Also, the whole trend is bullish. At first, it was a counter trend trade. So I completely shift my bias to longs. So that's why I only lost $47 on it, because I cut my trade. You have to be aware. You have to take in everything. Observe what is going on. Okay? Sometimes you're going to be wrong. That's why you have to see what the market's doing and you can react. Boom. Disrespected the 1 minute fair value gap. Boom. 5 minute shift of structure. Closed. Okay, I'm done. We're not going lower. I'm done. I'm cutting my trade. Instead of losing $100, I'll take a $47 loss. I'll take a $50 loss. Not worried about it. Boom. Now I'm going off of the 5 minute. Sell side liquidity sweep. 5 minute market structure. 5 minute bullish fair value gap. Pull back to that bullish fair value gap. Bang. I'm entering. So that's exactly what I did. I entered right here. This is a 1 to 2.8. I then wrote it up to this buy side liquidity up here. Now, this trade made me $168. I'll take that all day. I made $120 on the day, considering the first L we took of the day in the live trade. Now, usually before I go to bed, I would just have my stop loss, right? I just have my stop loss, and I wouldn't even put a take profit, because I know during London session, when this shit goes, this shit goes. Now, I'm not saying do that all the time. I'm just saying we're at an all-time, like, we're up, right? We're going up. Look at this shit. If I wouldn't have taken one out, look at that shit. Instead of me making $100, I could have potentially made $600. Lesson learned, right? That's a lesson learned. And I'm still sleeping at this time. I'm still sleeping. I believe at 6:30, I was up, checked my phone. I seen we were up here. If I was up $600, I would have for sure sold most of them. I would have probably sold all of them. I don't care anymore. I'm selling all of them. I'm up 600. Yeah, I'm taking my profit. I'm out. Especially if it completely surpassed my take profit in the beginning. I'm out. For sure. I'm taking my profit. I'm not being greedy. But we didn't do that. We're right here. Which, listen, man, this is pretty much a 1 to 3. That's a perfect trade, man. It's a good trade, especially after one loss. We had our bias wrong in the beginning. Trend tricked us. The setup tricked us. Whatever, it happens. What did we do, though? We reacted. We observed. Came out on top of the day. Hit a solid trade. If you were in the live trade, you could have taken this one. You would have probably got stopped out on this one, lost 1%, then got into this one, made about 3%. You're up 2% on the day. Beautiful. I'll take that all day, right? Remember this trade as well in the live. I actually made $6 on that trade. I didn't lose money. Why? Same shit happened, boys. Completely disrespected the fair value gap. If I notice we disrespect a bullish fair value gap, listen, I'm out. Okay? I don't like it anymore. I'm done. And we had a 5 minute shift of structure. I'm done. The trend is no longer my way. I'm done. Excuse me 1 second. Big T's calling me. Hey, Big T, I'm doing a trade recap right now. Let me call you back.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you later then.
All right, see ya. That was Big T. Guy's a stud, right? He was in the Weekend of the Life Forex trade or some shit. That was that kid on the FaceTime. Stud. Anyways, back to this. I'm almost pretty sure I said everything I wanted to say. I think that's all, honestly. Like, that's we made about 168 on it, minus the $47 we lost. Made about like 120 on the day. Not bad. Take it all day. We're gonna hit another trade tomorrow. We're gonna wait for a beautiful setup. This time we're gonna stick to one time frame, preferably the 5 minute. All right. We're not gonna trade. We're not gonna be on the 4 hour. 4 hour buy side liquidity sweep. 5 minute market structure shift. Entering on 1 minute. It's too much bullshit, man. Too much bullshit. Yes, it can work every once in a while, but don't you feel a lot better and more confident sticking to one time frame? If I would have stuck to one time frame in the beginning, we would have never had a reason to enter the first trade, only the second trade. it would have been much better, right? But hey, live and learn. It's what happens. Real quick though, I do want to show you guys this. Check this shit out. We hit 40 subscribers. Pretty hyped about that. Like, let's go. It's pretty cool. So I like to show you guys this just so you guys get like an idea like how this shit works, honestly. Like, I wish more people showed this, to be honest. Like, I just like looking at it. The graph, I'd like to get the graph up a little more, but I'd like to get the graph up a little more. We're doing pretty good, honestly. I mean, I'm liking it. I would like to get more up, but hey, what are you gonna do? And I'm also noticing I'm getting more returning viewers, which is pretty sick. I'm gonna actually build a Discord. I'm not gonna build it. I'm gonna set up a Discord, and I'm gonna give free alerts in it. I want you guys to make some money off of them. I think this would be sick as shit. I want to create a Discord. The only problem though is I trade London. So how bad do you guys want it? You guys gonna wake up at 3 in the morning to potentially get an alert, make a 3% to 2%? We'll see. Don't over leverage. All right. I'm not a financial advisor, but shit, if I got 10 returning viewers, there should be no reason why I shouldn't have 10 people in the Discord. So you got to start somewhere. That's about it though. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And remember what I said. If your bias changes and you're no longer confident with the bias you had, man, just get out of the trade. Get out of the trade. Cut the trade. It's not worth it. Cut the trade. We completely disrespected the bullish fair value gap, or the bearish fair value gap. We also had a 5-minute market structure shift to the upside. Not to mention we had a whole ass setup on the 5-minute. Why would I wait for my stop loss to get hit? Why would I do that? I'm confident in the other trade now. I'm confident my stop loss is going to hit. Why would I let it hit? I'm going to cut it early. So take that. Use it for when you guys are trading. It can help. I'm telling you. Be confident. And to be real quick, you guys need to, if you guys want to read a book, Trading in the Zone, everybody says it, blah, blah, blah. But I read that book by Mark Douglas. Man, let me tell you, that's a good book. I suggest you guys read it, and it'll really help your psychology and trading and your mindset and the winning attitude, the mindset of a trader. I'm telling you, it'll help. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Go buy the book and go read it, because it's a good book, and it for sure helped me. So that's about it. Peace out. Happy trading.